Right, so we get this comment here, which I saw yesterday. Anyways, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happens after shooting, and I have done this video before. So after shooting, SAPs will arrive on scene and they're going to say who was shooting. You will say, I was the one that was shooting. They're going to ask you for your license. They're going to say, where's the firearm? You're going to then give them the firearm. Now, why do you give them the firearm? The reason why you give the firearm to them is because that firearm needs to go to ballistics. They need to confirm that, yes, that firearm was the one that was used inside of that shooting and that person died or became unalive, I see some people say, because of that firearm. Okay. So your firearm is going to go to ballistics. Now, you only send your firearm and the ammunition that was used at that time into ballistics. If you use 2 mags, you're going to send 2 mags with the gun. If you used 1, you're going to send 1 with the gun. Okay, very simple. Now, how long does the ballistics process take? It's entirely up to the case. So, if you have been in a shooting that is declared self-defense, and it looks to be as such, they will do what they call an inquest docket. It's an inquest into whether or not you were justified in your action, which basically means that that docket is going to go sit in front of a magistrate, and the magistrate will then decide, looking at the statements, looking at the ballistics report, looking at the coroner's report, looking at all these things, and they're going to decide whether or not that was actually the case. You were justified in your actions. If they suspect foul play, they can then up it to a murder charge, and that becomes a different game. Okay. Your firearm will stay in ballistics for as long as the case is running. So, I was in a shooting. My last shooting was April 2021. My gun went into ballistics. I got it back on the 4th of June of 2024. So, it was basically there for just over 3 years. A friend of mine was in a shooting in 2019. Did the same thing as what I did. He put 1 round in the bad guy. The bad guy died. And that gun is still sitting at ballistics, just because the case has not been closed. So, my suggestion to everybody, if you own a firearm, make sure you have a second handgun, because if your gun goes to ballistics, you don't have one. Now, some guys or clever guys will go, but you can't have anyway, you can only have one for self-defense. Yes, you can. You can only have one for self-defense. So, you are allowed to have a section 15 or section 16 weapon and carry it for self-defense. The law says very clearly that we are allowed to carry any licensed firearm as long as it's a lawful act. So if my section 13, my self-defense weapon, goes to ballistics, I can take my section 16 or section 15 gun out and carry it. Okay. So that is that. Anyways, have a great day. As always, my name is Dave from Training and Tactics. Hope you like our new shirts. Hey, very snazzy. Anyways, ciao for now.